Hello, this is Dr. Mears. Today we're going to be learning about functions. A function is a rule that assigns to each input exactly one output, and we're going to see what that looks like using different representations. So the first one that we're going to use is the table, and I'm going to go back to our little film that we just watched, and the numbers that they used from our table. They had an input, which is our x value, and they had an output, which is our y value. And the input that they put in, the first one I believe was going to be 2, and they received an output of 4. And then they did an input of 3, and they received an output of 9. And they did an input of 5 and received an output of 25. I'm going to extend this again, and I'm just going to put an input of 6. What do you think that's going to be? It's going to be 36. And so these were the inputs, and they put it in that little machine, and out came a 4. Put the 3 in the little machine, and out came a 9. The 5 in, and out came the 25. A 6 in, and out came the 36. Which means if they were going to do 5 again, they would get out 25 again. So this is a function because each one of these has its own output. So each input has its own output. So if I put 5 in, I'm going to get 25 back out. So the input here are the x values. So go to your input and let's write x values. And for our example, our x values are 2, 3, 5, and 6. Our output values, which is our y values, so let's put y values. For our example, it's 4, 9, 25, and 36. So there's our input and our output. Now, if you go to the equation right here, they gave us the equation in the video. It was y equals x squared. And so what happens is they put in a number for x, so they put in 2 for x, and then they squared it, and the output they got was 4. And so that's how we got to 4 for that ordered pair. Another example, if we put the 3 in for x squared, we replace the x with 3, we're going to get an output of 9. So this here is the input, and this here is the output. Same here, input and output. So that's how we got 2, 4 for an ordered pair and 3, 9 for an ordered pair, which moves us over to ordered pairs. Ordered pairs, we have input and we have output. The input is the x value and the output is the y value. We're also going to be learning function notation. Function notation is where this is f of x, and we're going to get there another video. But let's write down our inputs and our outputs. So for this one, we put a 2 in, and we got a 4 out. For this one, we put a 3 in, and we got a 9 out. And if we look at our table here, flipping it around, 2, 4, 3, 9. Next one, 5, 25, and 6, 36. So now we can write our other ordered pairs in, 5, 25, and 6, 36. So this is our equation. That is a function, because every time you input that 2, you're always going to get out that 4. You will not get another number out. I'm going to be doing an example in another video for what not a function looks like, but let's continue on with a function. And the last one here we see is graph, so flip it around. So the graph is all the way up. And I'm going to count my x values. I'm going to go, we have 2, 3, 5, and 6. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can extend this graph 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm counting by 1s here. And you know what? I'm going to count by 5s here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we can extend it up a little bit more, 30 and 35. So this one would be -1 here, and this one would be -5 here. Okay. So if you can just number your graph, and we're going to be plotting the ordered pairs. Remember, the ordered pairs are the input and the output. So we're going to plot the 2, and then we're going to go to the 4. So this is our x value here, so I'm going to go over to 2. This is our y value here, and I'm going to go up to exactly 4, so 2, 4. The next one, 3, 9. I'm going to go over to 3, and then I'm going to go up to 9. And about 9, it's not going to be perfect because we don't have a perfect graph here. Then I'm going to go to 5, 25. Right here is 5. I'm going to go all the way up to 25. And the last one, 6, 36, 6, and all the way up to 36. And so there you go. I plotted my ordered pairs from my table into my graph, and this is also a function. We see here no point is on top of each other. So if there was another point on top of this one right here, if there's another point on top of this point, like right here, we couldn't do it. And again, we're going to see that in another video. So this has been a function where each input has one and only one output. The 2 will always be paired with the 4. The 3 will always be paired with the 9. The 5 will always be paired with the 25, and the 6 will always be paired with the 6. Please watch the next video where we go through to determine if it is a function or if it's not a function. You should really see that one. It's important to know what it looks like when it's not a function. I hope this helped. Glue it in your ISN, please. Thank you.